Hey, welcome to my journey into another weigh-in video. This will be my last one for a few weeks because as I'm swollen in my leg, and boy, let me tell you, from the last one, I know it's going to swell. My leg is bigger than it's ever been. And I have big legs. Y'all know that. I talk about them often. Remember I told you my mama, you'll always have those big legs. And I said she called it up. She did. She did. Anyway, my leg was humongous, swollen. So I will not be weighing in with a big old giant swollen leg. That just ain't happening. That's not fair to me. It's not fair to me. So anyway, today, I really wasn't sure what to expect. Because I didn't change nothing from last week. Y'all know last week I lost 5 something. And normally when I have a big loss, I will have a gain the next week. It's just the nature of the beast that is my weight loss journey. I don't know what it is about it. That's how I roll, up and down, up and down. I mean, I'm eventually getting somewhere, but I'm doing a lot of backtracking. And y'all, some of y'all know. Anyway, I weighed in this morning at 244 even, and that gives me a gain of 0.2. Which I consider a maintain, and that puts me at 133% point something. I didn't even bother looking because 0.2, I didn't care what the bottom line was. I just know it said 133 something. I'll get to my 135 up there. I'll get there. I ain't worried about it. Listen, I've got to 133. Never thought that was going to happen, but I did. So, if I had tried to lose weight, I probably could have, but I didn't try. I'm just going to be honest with you. I didn't do nothing no different this past week, than I did last week when I lost 5 pounds. I just eat when I'm hungry, I eat what I want, and I eat till I'm full. And I'm full very, very quickly. Now, that Ozempic, I don't have it again because they've been out of stock. So I'm not, I can't say Ozempic is doing it because I ain't having it. They're out. They're just staying out of stock. It come in, I got 1 shot and it went right back out of stock. It went right back out of stock. Wait a minute. Do I have it? No, I don't have any. I don't think I have any. I don't know. I'll have to go in there and look. Y'all got me wondering now. They out of stock, I know that much. Maybe it did come in. I got the 1 month. That's right. I finished up that month, and now they've been back out of stock. I got it. Oh, that is hot. So, I've not tried. You know why? I just ain't wanted to. I don't have a stinky mindset. Like, oh, I'm never going to lose weight, so I'm not even going to try. There's nothing like that. It's just like, I don't feel like it. And I'm stubborn. I'm stubborn to myself. I'm stubborn to outside things when, I can be. That's David. But I'm stubborn to myself. So if myself don't feel like doing something, chances are myself ain't gonna do it. And myself ain't feeling like dieting. I ain't feeling like no healthy lifestyle. I ain't feeling like no good choices. And I ain't gonna sit here and lie to you and tell you I am. And I don't know why I had a 0.2 gain. Well, I do know why, because I didn't try. Not because I went out of my way to gain weight, but I didn't go out of my way to lose it either. I just skated down the road. You know what I'm saying? So that's where that is. But the good news of the day, the good news of this day is Holly and Jacob are coming. So that is always fun. And me and David are putting up my Christmas lights on the porch because he don't have to work tonight. So I told him, because it had to be done this week, because once I'm out of commission, I can't help him, and I'm not going Christmas without I might not be decorating everything in the house, but I got to have my lights on the porch. Ooh, I got to. Since I got that porch, that railing's got to be lit up. And it is so pretty when it is. And I don't want to be the one on the block that don't have something pretty going on. Listen, the one people that lived up here in this big house, they used to do it up. And then they moved, and ain't nobody put nothing up there since. They've had like 2 different people in that house since they moved. And they ain't been moved in a couple years. Yeah. But I don't know if the little people across the street do anything or not. Since they got a youngin', they might. I don't know. The new people over here, I seen they had something around their columns. I ain't seen them lit up. Of course, I don't look outside after dark. After dark, you might as well put a sheet over my cage because I'm done. So I told him since he didn't have to work tonight because he's taking the night off for tomorrow, we could do it today since he don't have to rush to get in bed or anything like that. We'd have time to get it done. So that is today. And then tomorrow, do we know what tomorrow is? Oh, it's the big day. Yes. So yesterday, I graduated from PT for my right leg. Did good on that. Also saw my surgeon for my 2-month checkup on my right leg. And he, oh my gosh, y'all. When I tell y'all, he fawned all over me and how good I'm doing and how well my knee is. I am not exaggerating. I told him, I said, you're giving me the big head. He said, that right there, he said, that's all you. He said, I might have done it, but what it's doing now, that's all you. He said, your hard work and determination. I said, well, I said, oh, he asked me something about having it done tomorrow. Whatever, I don't know. And I said, I'm so excited. I said, I can't wait. He said, that's probably... Oh. He said, I have you first on my list. I said, oh, I like that. I said, because I don't wait well. I'm not very patient. He goes, that's probably what did you so well, that attitude on your knee, because you knew it had to be done and you just did it. I'm like, well, you could be right there. But I told him I was so excited. He said, so many people come in like me. They got the one done and they're coming in for the next one. So they have their checkup and they tell him, can we push it off a little bit more? I'm like, not me. No, sir. I'm thinking to myself, you want to do it now? Let's head on over to the hospital. We'll get her done. I am so ready. I know y'all sick of hearing about it, but guess what? It's the biggest thing in my life. So that if I share my life with you, you get to hear the biggest thing in my life. And the biggest thing in my life is getting my knees done, because I lost my weight, by gosh. This leg must know it has a date with destiny tomorrow, because it is giving me a fit this morning. I am just dragging it around like an albatross. Oh my gosh. I'm like, you must know. I told him yesterday, I said, y'all have hammers in there? He said, yeah. I said, well, when you take this out, could you like crush it before you throw it in the garbage? Which I'm sure it's going to be all crushed anyway, because they have to, I guess, sand it, cut it, saw it. I don't know what they do to get all the bone spurs off. They got to clean it up, smooth it out. I don't know what all they do in there. I ain't never looked at the videos, because I don't want to see the videos. One of my physical therapists, she said, I'll tell you what they do. They go in there, they cut it, they move your kneecap over, they do what all they got to do to take all that bone off, they smooth your kneecap up, whatever they got to do to it. She said then they drill down in your bone and put it down in your bone, then they cement it on with whatever, I just call it glue, they cement it on. She said, and then before they sew it up, they get it up there and they bend it and make sure it works. I'm like, man, they just do you all with your way up in there. Good thing. Listen, whoever created anesthesia so you don't have to feel this stuff, oh my gosh, they are a genius. I wonder how many people actually died while they were experimenting on that. That's insane to think about. But could you imagine, before the times of anesthesia, before the times of nerve blocks, before the times of pain medications, what people went through? Those are the good old days I don't wish for. No way. And no air conditioning? No, them ain't good old days to me. My mama didn't have air conditioning until on up. I don't know if it was the 80s or early 90s. I'm not sure. And then my husband at the time found her a big one. Somebody was getting rid of it. It was a big old window unit. He come up there and put it in. And it was sitting in her back room, and the window was straight down the hall. So that air conditioner, it pushed straight down the hall into the living room. She said it made the biggest difference because she sat up there and just was hot. She was suffocating. So that fixed her up. But so tomorrow, knock on wood, when they call me today, I'm still going to be first on the list. I don't care if I have to be there at 3 o'clock in the morning. I'll be there. But I won't be. But I'm just saying, I don't care. And I'm glad that I am going to be first, knock on wood, because like I said, I don't wait well. If they were to tell me I was a 1 o'clock surgery and be there at 11 o'clock, I couldn't do it. I would be a nervous wreck, because I'm not nervous about having the surgery. I would just be a fidgety, anxious wreck because I just want to get it done. I don't hold well. I'm like a souffle. I'm really fast. I don't hold well. So that's what's going on tomorrow. Now let me tell you, I've been filming before I took my little 2-week, however long it was, hiatus. I had filmed a couple videos, and then yesterday I filmed some, and I filmed my tag, my regular Tuesday tag, because I'm telling you, the first 2 weeks when I come home, I won't pick up that camera because I won't feel like it. I remember too well from this one. You know what though? This is kind of like having a baby. You remember, okay, it hurt, but you don't remember the pain. That's what this leg. I know it hurt because I went through it, but I can't call up the pain and remember exactly how it felt. But I do know it hurt, and I do know that first 2 weeks I didn't do nothing. PT, go to the bathroom. That's pretty much it. So I won't be filming anything. So I've got some things ready to go up for Vlogmas, right? On the tag, I said, now you'll have 2 videos today because today is a collab, a special holiday treat or dessert, something along those lines. You're not going to get 2 videos from me that day because I don't think I'm going to get around to filming it. The only thing that might happen is, but it ain't special, so nah. I'm going to make us a cake today. I already told David. He mentioned it the other week. He said, you remember your mama's fruit cocktail cake you used to make? I'm like, heck yeah, I remember it. He goes, boy, that thing's good. I got to thinking about it when I ordered my groceries. I said, you know what? We having a fruit cocktail cake for when he's home from work and I'm home from surgery. We having us a cake, and we gonna eat it. I'm not giving it away. Unless somebody shows up and they want a piece, they can have a piece. But I'm not making it and giving it away. You know what I mean? I'm making it for us to eat. That's right. Because don't tell me not to make a cake, because I'm making a cake. And I might film it, because I'm making it today. So I might film it, but I don't know when it would go up. I wouldn't put it up on that collab day because that's not a special holiday anything. It's a special treat when you don't get it. I can tell you that. And the cool thing about it is I had everything on hand except for a can of fruit cocktail. So It's a scratch cake. It's so good. Oh my gosh, it is so moist. And oh my gosh, it is so good. I really need to film it for you in case you want something to something to make. I shouldn't enable you. Listen, life ain't all about the diet, honey. I've told y'all that ever since I started this Dad Burn channel. It ain't always about the diet, honey. Hunty. That's what they say. Hunty. So, anyway, that's what's going on in my world. Not much about it. PT, I'll tell you this. I'll be glad to go back and use 2 legs to do my PT, because I can't do anything with my left leg because my knee will not cooperate. I can't push on it because it'll slip out and oh my gosh, hurt like a you know what. So they have this machine that you put your feet in and you just push the pedals. They're like big pedal things you put your feet down in and you just push. So you push, and your arms do this. I can only push with my right leg, so I'm pushing the weight of my body with one leg. She puts you on a stool, one of the little doctor stools, and you have to dig your heel in the floor and pull yourself forward. Well, I can't do it with both legs, so this leg sticks out, bumps along as this leg pulls my whole body. Well, she stands behind me and gives my top a push because my leg, either my heel gets stuck in the carpet or it just drags along the carpet. So she does help me because she knows I'm handicapped one leg. Boy, I'm gonna tell you what's hard. Oh my gosh, stepping up on these steps, stepping up forward. The hardest one that I've done, the hardest step exercise, whatever you want to call it, that I've done is I have to step up with my right leg because that's the one we're trying to strengthen. Step up with that one, bring my left leg just over the step and to the floor in front, not touching the step. Stepping up with my right one, lifting my left one over and to the front. That's easy. I can do that. Going backwards was almost impossible. You put your leg back on it, you bend forward, you strengthen, tighten up your thigh and your butt, and lean back all the while you're pulling yourself straight up. And while you're doing that motion, this leg swings back over the step and puts on the floor in the back. I had to hold on every single time. I could not pull myself up. I told her, I said, I'm pulling like 245 pounds up. I'm pulling up more weight than most of your people in here that have had knee replacements. So I got to get some kind of A for effort because I'm pulling up a lot of weight. She was very good. She would, when I would do a good one, she goes, that's what I'm talking about. She's very, oh my gosh, she met her calling. She definitely met her calling. And you know what? Oh my gosh. She is what I consider normal. I know people say, don't say normal. A normal, typical body size that looks easy to maneuver, thin, just, yeah. So we were talking, and she said, I said, and I don't think I'm considered morbidly obese anymore. We were talking about the BMI for surgery. It was 40. And I said, yeah, I said, and I don't think I'm considered morbidly obese. I think I'm just obese. She said, I'm obese. I'm like, what? She said, yeah, I'm considered obese. I'm like, you are not. She said, yeah. She said, when I had COVID the first year that it came out, she got it that November. She said, and she qualified for, I don't know, there was some kind of infusion. I didn't really know what she was talking about because she was obese. I'm like, what? She said she weighed 170 something. I'm like, what? What did she say? Maybe she said 170 even. I'm like, no, you don't. She goes, yes, I do. And that's considered obese? She said, by the BMI charts, I am obese. I'm like, honey, my goal is 175. And then when I get to 175, I'll decide from there what I want to do. She looks like I would love to look. I would love to be in the body she's in. Now, my body won't be like hers because I got a lot of sagging skin that is not going to go away unless I have surgery. It is just not. It's a fact of my life. Hate it, but it's there. Even with the sagging skin, the size of her body is a dream because she gets around so easy. So, yeah, that BMI chart is a bunch of hooey. It's ridiculous. You know, I went to a doctor. He wouldn't do nothing to my knee but want to give me a shot, and I told him no good. But even he said he hates the BMI chart. He said, you have football players who are considered obese or whatever because of the BMI chart. He said, and they're nothing but muscle. He said they're ridiculous. The BMI charts are ridiculous. I agree. I 100% agree. But that's what the hospitals use. So there ain't nothing you can do but give into it and you know, go by what they say. I mean, you know, they're not going to change their mind because I want them to. Well, you know that Miss Manus, she thinks this BMI chart stuff is hooey. Let's give that some thought. No, that ain't how it happens. Listen, that little nurse yesterday at the surgeon's office, she was taking me down for x-rays. And she was bebopping down the hall. I mean, just bebopping. And I'm coming behind her, dragging this leg along, you know. We got in there. I said, girl, I said, one of these days when this leg gets healed up, I'm going to be walking down the hall fast as you. I cannot. Y'all. Now, granted, my back is a big flipping mess, but my knees are not going to be. I'm having a hard time knowing that my right knee can do things. Now, the thigh, the glute, the calf, the hamstring, it's not all as strong as it should be. She said insurance, this is what she told me this yesterday. She said insurance won't let us keep you till you're 100%. She said 75, 80 max. Ain't that something? So, okay, we got you 75% of the way. Now, get. Like Jacob, when I was going after that ant, I said, get. He still to this day, it's been a year at least, comes up on my porch, grabs that fly swat and says, get. He's such a funny child. Oh my gosh, he is such a funny child. I wish y'all could see him. Oh my gosh. He's funny. Sebastian was down. He was down. He didn't get to spend the night with me because he just had a few days down. So I didn't butt into the situation. You know, I let him stay with his daddy. He wanted to stay with me when they was over here for the party Saturday. He wanted to stay with me that night. I said, honey, you can't. You got to go back in the morning. So I said, when you come down for Christmas, you'll get over here. You will. But boy, has he grown. They played out in the leaves. Got filthy. Jacob was filthy from head to toe because he about got swallowed up in them. They were so thick and high where David had blowed them. Had the best time. So they got to play together. So that was good because they don't get to see each other much. But Sebastian knows that's his cousin. And he asked about him in the car. He said when we was coming from up yonder getting him, he said, how big was Jacob now? I thought that was sweet. So, anyway, I think that's all I know today. Let me think. I told you Dave's off tonight. He'll be taking a week off to stay with me and cater to my every whim. I taught him to make a good cup of coffee last time, so he'll be back on coffee duty. Listen, he even measured my creamer. I don't know how he knew how much to put in it, but I guess he figured it out and wanted it to be the same every time. So I sit over there and I watch him. He would measure it. He used a 1/8 cup, so he put in 2 tablespoons. Yeah, sure enough. I don't measure it. I just go, poop, splash. I don't like too much in it because it makes it too hot, too cold. But I do like it to turn blonde. So just, but anyway, I think that's all I know. Y'all be thinking about me tomorrow. I will have a Vlogmas video I've already filmed. I have a Vlogmas video coming up tomorrow. Starts Vlogmas. I just did a day one, like what's going to happen on my Vlogmas. Just little short little talking videos. So that's all. Y'all ain't going to get a Vlogmas every day, but you'll get some stuff I've already filmed, and maybe as I feel better on up in the month, I'll film some other things, you know, depending on how I feel. I ain't pushing it back too soon, because I'm pretty sure that's what I did last time, pushed it back too soon. But going in for number 2, only 8 weeks out from number 1. So excited. Y'all think about me. I appreciate your thoughts and prayers. Tomorrow, like I said, unless something changes, knock on wood, I'm going to be first thing in the morning. So I'm guessing 7, 8 o'clock. Somewhere around there. I don't know how early they get started. But anyway, so there you go. That's it. Keep pushing for your dreams. That's all I'm going to tell you. Keep pushing. I didn't think I was ever going to get here. And here I am going for the second one. So it can happen. It can happen. Do whatever you got to do to make it happen. Do better than I did this week. Get your head on straight. Okay. Well, that's all I know. And I will just see you when I see you.